Fiaz, it's nice to meet again. So last time we touched on some things that you said you were just getting in the way, struggling with your thoughts at the moment. Do you mind just revisiting those again?
Yeah, thanks, Ollie. And this whole thing about imposter, I have a successful business, successful career, and obviously, I'm Kashmiri and Italian, and I come from, I'm very much in an English, I've got an English wife as well, and it just all feels like sometimes I feel as if it doesn't all feel real. Either I deserve it or I don't deserve it, and it brings up some strong emotions.
Okay, well, thank you. I mean, it's a delicate subject, and we have. Are you okay to keep talking about this?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So you have this feeling of this imposter syndrome sort of in your situation, and that's getting in the way of the things you want to do?
Yeah, I think it is. Sometimes I'm not outwardly going and getting what I deserve, because I think I don't deserve that. I'm still, I don't belong here.
Okay. And is that in your career or in your family or other situations?
I think career, definitely career, and career is also, having your own business as well. So it's around that as well.
Okay, so around your focus on your career area, and
Mm.
so tell me, what if you were dealing with this well? What would be a really good outcome for you? What would you like to see yourself achieving or doing if you were getting over this feeling of being an imposter?
I think understanding that actually my background actually is valuable. My experience that I've learned, actually, that brings a lot. And it's what I forget sometimes. That'd be a great outcome for me to go into a situation. And actually, I've got these cultures and this background and experience that multi-diverse. Actually, it's a real plus. That use that power.
Yeah, I like that. So valuing yourself for what you are, rather than worrying about not fitting in. Okay, I hear that. So what sort of, tell us a little bit more about the thoughts that are getting in the way then. What sort of things do you often think that bring up this feeling of imposter syndrome?
Sometimes in terms of different projects, and I think to myself, hold on a second, this is really challenging. Have I got the right experience? Have I been brought in the right society to understand this? And that makes me kind of a bit shaky, not shakes my confidence.
Okay.
And then that triggers things to say, yeah.
Okay, so when you get in a difficult situation, you worry about whether or not you've got the right skills and the suitability for that sort of situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And are there any other thoughts around this that come to mind?
No, I think sometimes maybe it's that, have I understood the situation right? Going for this, maybe that's a little bit that goes on because I've got these two different cultures. Am I understanding it right? And then that leaves me a little bit losing my confidence as well.
Got you. So sometimes you wonder if you're qualified enough. Sometimes you wonder if your cultural understanding is enough. Are there any other thoughts that worry you about this?
No, I think that's the two. I think that those two are quite opposites.
Yeah, interesting. And which one do you think if you had to pick one, was getting most in the way, would you say?
I think the imposter, actually, am I understanding this?
Are you understanding the situation? Yeah.
Am I qualified to do this?
Yeah. So do you understand the situation? Are you qualified to do this? Yeah. And when you think about it now, in this safe space, do you think that's true? Do you think in the situations you're in that you're not qualified or you don't have the understanding you need?
As reflecting on it now, no, it's not true. They're not real beliefs. It's just something that's ingrained, or maybe I think society's projecting to me, and maybe I've just made that up. Yeah, that's what I'm reflecting on.
Okay, so when you think about it, actually, you should. It's not justified for you to feel like an imposter. That actually you do have the understanding, and you do have the cultural understanding to do the job as good as anybody else.
Yeah. I think that's really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that realization now, like that, how would you progress from here with thinking about how you do things at work?
actually understanding that what my values are and that what I bring to the table would really help,
Okay.
and talk that through in my head as well, and understand that, this is what I've not done, I've just let it build up, and then it just catches me out. Actually, what you said is actually, well, okay, why am I not? Why am I not qualified? Actually, I am. I've got this, this, and this. I've got this experience. I've got this qualification. Actually, it kind of diminishes all the things that I am thinking, almost like the demons.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. So that sounds really helpful and useful for you. Is that something that you feel comfortable to be able to do? So rehearsing the value that you do have and focusing on the things that you do have that you bring to the table.
Yeah, I think that's really helpful actually, and it creates a vocabulary in my head to help me that as well, and to help that kick them demons away.
So that you'd actually create the vocabulary, the words yourself.
Yeah, and I've used experience and qualification and so forth, and that would diminish that. Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Okay. Nice one.